The whole SendMe trip thing for me was something I was very hesitant at first. I remember I think there was a Germany trip I just totally steered clear of.
Yeah, I was scared when I was first asked to go.
But I kind of just had this really stark realization that I have to actually do ministry, which I had never done.
I was hesitant at first, and I said, God, if this is what you want, I have to trust in you.
You could just see that India is poised to be impacted in the coming years.
I think one of my favorites was going to the boys' home and to the girls' home and being able to see just the hope that's been restored to these kids. That, where they were previous, because we got to see that our first day, it's going through the red light district and the brothels and now being in the boys' and the girls' home and, I don't know, just having hope, and that knowing that hope is going to be taught to them through Jesus Christ and by his love.
They allowed the kids to come forward for us to pray for them. I mean, as we touched each kid's head and we prayed for him, there was just this expectation that God was going to do great things with them. And that was fairly overwhelming for me.
Well, the first trip in 2016 was hard labor because we was outside doing a lot of digging, busting through the wall, a lot more manual labor.
It was hard work. It was really hard work for me, but I loved it. It was funny though, Steve worked with the team from Ecuador quite a bit outside, and he had 1 year of Spanish in high school, and one of the things he said was he wished he would have paid more attention in high school. But it was just exciting to see how they could still work together and serve together for several days, even though they weren't able to communicate that well.
VBS was definitely a highlight too. That was a ton of fun, just getting to play with the kids.
They really listened to you guys when you told the stories, and they really enjoyed the games. I think
the puppet shows were great too.
They loved the puppets.
Yeah, loved the puppets.
The puppet shows. What I loved was how we had no idea what we were going to do.
Oh.
And God said, "Here's the stuff in the basement. Use it." And then the theme was going on a mission for God, which is exactly what we were doing, going down to Brazil. So everything just fit perfectly.
She's been there for so many years by herself, doing ministry like this in a country where women don't necessarily have the same social status as men do. It takes a lot of guts and a lot of faith, really, to be able to do that and stay there.
Spending the time in the car and hearing some of her stories, I had no clue of the sacrifices that she's made, but she does it with such a joyous spirit. You don't even think of it as a sacrifice because she doesn't think of it a lot of times as a sacrifice. But
Just reminded of what kind of practical faith and kind of practical missions can look like. That she didn't try and fix things and change things. She kind of accepted the culture where they're at and met them there where they're at. Whereas I think kind of our intention a lot of times is, we could do this so much better. Because we have these resources. We brought all these crafts and games. Like, we could just do this better. But she was just about meeting them where they're at.
When you go to another country and you see what the missionaries are doing and what their field's like and what these people are really like, you come back with a different perspective and you get a desire to help them.
And it's not about trying to find something that, forcing yourself into a ministry role, but it's about using, our talents and our spiritual gifts that God's already given to us. When we were in Germany, it was just so comfortable doing some of those things because we were able to use one of the gifts and the talents that God's given to us to be able to do that.
But as we started doing ministry, Monday and Tuesday went by, Wednesday, and I could see that, it's not actually me doing any of this, it's God.
I would have probably always told you that I had a heart for missions, but looking back, I'm not sure that I did, at least not like I did when I came home, because you really love those people, you want to be a part of it.
And it's just a blessing to be able to, not stand back and say, "No, Lord, let someone else go." So He's blessed me so much for obeying and going. So if if you think that God's calling you to go in any way, shape, or form, then I think you need to pursue that.
Definitely go on one. I mean, that's really straightforward, but definitely go on one because it's just amazing.
Throw all your fears away. Especially when you go on a missions trip, you're with other believers. They're going to take care of you and keep you from doing something stupid. Don't worry about the language. Google Translate. Google Translate and charades will get you a long way. And just enjoy. Yeah.
You know, when I have people ask me, you know, was it really worth all the money? Was it worth the effort? Was it worth some of the risk? And I truly believe that it is. The activities we were involved in will impact the kingdom forever.